Diane and Denmark here, and first up, Happy New Year. It's the first video of 2023 and I've got a lot of good stuff for you today. I'm going to be helping you to achieve your goals this year and we're starting right here, right now. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you will know that I always talk about Hygge, keeping things cozy, clean, cozy home, minimalism. And as it is the start of the year, I've got a new word for 2023, plus a little update of what I'm going to be doing next week. Swimming for Denmark on the national team of the Ice Swimming World Championships. But let's start with our goals for 2023. Maybe you call them resolutions. I prefer to call them goals. I'm going to make it really easy for you. I do this at the beginning of every year and I show you how you can take that goal and achieve it in some simple steps. So first up, what is it that you want to do this year? You can have anything that you want. Maybe you want to be healthier this year, make new friends, embrace minimalism. Once you've got your idea on paper, your main goal, we've got to really break that down. We've got to be very specific and say, what does it actually mean? Because you can say, I want to be healthier. What does that actually mean? Does it mean that you want to make better choices when you eat? Not feel out of breath when you are playing with your kids? To declutter your house, is it certain areas? What's the time frame? We've really got to break it right down and be very, very specific. And it may take you a couple of days to really brainstorm this. And then what we're going to do, and you know what's coming here, we're going to break it down and add it into our daily routines, our weekly routines, our monthly routines. Because it's our daily habits, it's what we do daily that will dictate what is going to happen with these goals. But what's the actual action steps that we need to take in order to get us to where we want to be? What does that look like during our day, during our week, during our month? And we're going to use all the techniques that I've taught you before. And I'll give you a few examples. Last month, I participated again in the December Daily Dash. We were running or walking 5 kilometers every day. Now, you know me, I'm not a great runner. I'm not a fast runner. I run because it gives me a good, cheap way to keep healthy. But I put it into my daily routine. I made sure that the night before I got set up, I put my running gear right beside the bed. So when the alarm went off in the morning, even though it was minus 10 degrees outside, pitch black, if it was snow, I just got my gear on and I got out there. I made sure that I was checking in with others, keeping myself accountable. I checked in with the other people in the group. So I set myself up, I kept myself accountable, and also I had a backup plan. So even if there was a day that I couldn't go running, I had alternatives ready. I could go for a walk with the family after dinner. I could meet a friend for a walk in the centre of town when we're doing Christmas shopping. So make sure that you have your action plan and make sure that you also have your backup plan. Because that way it gets us out of that, you know, we start making excuses and say, oh, well, I don't quite feel like doing it today, or one of the kids is ill. Make sure that you've got a backup plan there. So if you can't do A, you've got B, C, D, E, or F. And when things get really bad, if you really have a day that you are ill or something dramatic happens, I want you to make sure that you have a get out of jail free card. Now, I've talked about this before. Over the course of the month, usually 31 days, you'll probably have a few days that you really can't do what is on your list. Make yourself up 3 little get out of jail free cards. Remember in the game of Monopoly where you could use those to get you out of anything. And those are the days that you can say, okay, do I really want to use this card, or do I want to keep it for another day? That will be the telling point of, if you're just having one of those days, you're not, oh, I don't feel like it, and doing a kind of teenage thing of being a bit of a rebel. Or if you actually can't do it and you want to play your card. And let's face it, we're not trying to be perfect with these goals. We're improving ourselves. We're improving ourselves every day, little by little. And as I've taught you before, the best way to ensure these things happen is to add them on to something that you're already doing. If you're trying to get more self-care in this year by reading, as soon as you've done the dishes in the evening, oh, there's the red squirrel, one of our red squirrels from the garden. And as soon as you've done the dishes in the evening, or maybe as soon as you have brushed your teeth in the morning, you read 5 pages of your book. Tack it onto something that you're already doing. It makes it much, much easier for us to do these things. And one final thing, my golden rule is that you can miss once, but not twice. We can all have a day, it just doesn't happen, but don't make it that you miss twice in a row, because that's you starting back on your old habits again. And if you want more help with achieving your goals, I'll link up there and down below to previous videos that I've made. And then let's talk about word of the year. Is it something that you do? I actually find it quite useful. It kind of keeps me on track with my kind of overarching goal of the year. And last year I chose the word refresh. And I was refreshing friendships and routines and my hairstyle. There's a lot of things going on. And this year, the word actually came to me this morning. I've been thinking the last couple of days what I want to go with. My word for the year is strong. I think for me, it just really sums up where I am right now. I'm feeling stronger in my body. I've really improved my own personal health within the last 10 years, and I'm 55 years old and I've never actually felt better. But now I'm moving that mind shift to being stronger in the confidence that I have in myself of what I can achieve, that kind of mental strength. So that's what I'm going to be looking at this year. That's going to be my word of the year, strong. So anyway, let me know if you have a word of the year. What's your one for this year? And talking about strength and being strong, a little update. This time next week, I will be packing my suitcase and I am off to the French Alps, participating in the World Championships of ice swimming. Now, as many of you know, I'm not a sporty type. I'm very active, but I've never seen myself as a sporty type. And I'm not a swimmer as such. I'm a winter bather I started winter bathing, and I've got plenty of videos about that. I started winter bathing, which is swimming naked in the sea all year round where there's snow, ice. I've been doing that for 11, 12 years. And then a few years back, my friend Sue, Sporty Sue, she mentioned ice swimming and winter swimming. And I remember at the time laughing and saying, oh yeah, never gonna happen. And here we are, 2023, and I started out as a winter bather, just dipping in the sea all year round, and then taking a few extra strokes and then swimming a distance. And as I said, I'm not a swimmer. I never swim in the pool. I actually went to the swimming pool for the first time, an indoor swimming pool, last week, because I thought, oh, I need to practice pushing off from a wall and doing turns. And here I am at the age of 55, swimming for Denmark and the national team in the World Championships of ice swimming. So it just shows you, if you stick with your goals, put in the work. I've been working on it since 2019. And I have my moments of doubt, but I just keep going, plodding along, and here we are. This year I'm swimming 50 metres breaststroke. It's heads up breaststroke. You know me, I never put my face in the water. I almost drowned when I was a child, so I don't like putting my face in the water. And I plan to be vlogging every day when we're at the event. The event will be live streamed. I'll post links to it, so if you are interested, you can cheer us on in France. Also coming up in the month of January, I've got some radio interviews coming up. I post daily on Facebook and Instagram. I've been posting all through the festive season and how we do New Year in Denmark, standing on the chairs and sofas and jumping into the New Year. So if you want to see how I spent Christmas and what our Christmas table looked like and all those kind of things, you can see that on my Facebook and my Instagram. But anyway, I am going to get on with my day. I hope I've given you some inspiration to get started with your goals. Let me know what your word of the year is. I'm going to be thinking strong, fake it till you make it. And all I've got left to say is live long and prosper. May the Danish New Year Hygge be with you, and I'll see you very soon with a ra, ra, ra. Okay, bye for now.